This is Grizz Pawcast, a true Memphis Grizzlies NBA podcast with Weej and Coleman. Two NBA fans with an undeniable passion for the greatest franchise in NBA history, the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizz Pawcast is honest, everyday conversation between two fans in today's NBA. And now, broadcasting remotely, Weej and Coleman.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Grizz Pawcast, a true Memphis Grizzlies NBA podcast. I'm Weej.
Labas, Ashesu, Manovardis, Coleman.
Interesting, Coleman. What language is that?
Lithuanian.
Now, why would you be speaking Lithuanian today?
Because this is our tribute episode to Lithuania.
And why would we tribute Lithuania?
Because of our favorite Lithuanian, who is
Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies, the greatest center playing in the NBA right now.
It might be a stretch, but
well, you know, he's the greatest one for the Memphis Grizzlies
in the South.
Yeah, in the South. So that's right. This is our first ever home country tribute, and we're going to tribute Lithuania today. We'll be doing more of these as time goes on, but hey, we're really excited about this show. And for this show, I actually dug deep. I think we both did. Coleman's intro.
We went deep.
Went pretty deep. I made my favorite Lithuanian dish, kugeli, which, hold on. I think I just heard a timer go off. Oh, look. Look, it's done. It's perfect. Absolutely.
That looks amazing.
That's an absolutely perfect kugeli, plural.
Is that the national dish or a national dish? It's more for for the holidays, but you know, what better a day than today to make a fantastic Lithuanian dish. I'm about to dig in. I wish you had some, but I don't know if you'd be into it, Coleman. So basically what this is potatoes, Okay.
bacon.
Okay. Good.
Number one, potatoes. Number two, bacon, and eggs.
All right. Disgusting.
And that's kind of what it is. So I'm about to dig in, get a good close up of that.
What's your first impressions?
It's kind of exactly what you'd think it would be. Just imagine if you put potatoes, bacon, and eggs, and then a stick of butter, and you stirred them up together and ate them. That's kind of what it tastes like. It's good.
Do you think they eat that in Vilnius, which is the capital?
What's the capital?
I can't pronounce any of this stuff. Vilnius?
Yeah, I would think they probably eat that in Vilnius.
Ooh.
This is going to be a fun episode to get through right here.
It's tough, folks.
Yeah, we're having.
These names are not easy.
They aren't, which is kind of great. Coleman, I know you prepared
Oh, I'm prepared.
I know you prepared a lot of Lithuanian facts for this episode, and
Let me just throw a couple out there.
just toss a couple out there.
A couple did you knows. Did you know in 1918, which was towards the end of World War I, they signed the Act of Independence to start their country?
I did not know that.
But hold up, it gets a little complicated. World War II, Soviet Union came back in and said, "We're taking you back."
That's right. I did know that they had some issues with the Soviet Union and trying to gain their independence.
But the story does not stop there.
Go on.
1990, they're the first Baltic state to declare independence. Lithuania, that is.
Please tell us more.
I mean, right there is pretty amazing. We're talking 1990.
Yeah, that's 30 years ago, right? Yeah.
When was Joe Val born?
He's what, 27? So
Yeah,
3 years.
92.
Okay.
So 2 years after.
Yeah. We would have been 7, not knowing anything about it.
Check this out. Just another random fact I happen to know. Also in 1918, Lithuania became one of the first countries to allow women to vote.
Really? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's a woke country.
It was a lot different than I thought. They're rated very highly in like human rights. I don't know why I'm laughing about that. It's not funny. I guess because the picture I had in my head was not what they are. Like they're more advanced in a good way. That sounds really bad. That's not how I mean it. But
Well, yeah, I guess when you think of like
a country that became a country 30 years ago.
right, a Soviet Russia
right.
country, you're not thinking that they're woke,
Oh, they're woke.
They're woke.
Do you you probably don't even know what kind of government they have there.
I have no clue.
Well, they have a unitary semi-presidential republic.
That's pretty jovial of them.
Which means they have a president and a prime minister.
Okay. So who's in charge of...
I mean, you know the prime minister, Saluis Scrivelis. That's nowhere close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Salutis. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with him.
You know, President Nalseda.
Yeah. So who's in charge of what? Or did your in-depth analysis take you down that path?
It's just, they just kind of split things up. Just, you handle this corona, you handle.
I gotcha. Is that really how they do it?
Yeah. This might be a shock, but I don't know the ins and outs of how their government actually works. But they do have a prime minister and a president.
I wonder who's more famous, because I've never heard of either one of those cats.
I'm not sure who has more power, or if any of them do, or either of them do. So I don't have a good answer for you, bud.
Please hit us with some more facts.
That was my encore. I mean, how many countries do you have 2 people in charge?
Not a lot. I guess you could say like British Parliament has a prime minister and a king and queen, but that's not really.
Yeah, but the king and queen don't really.
Yeah, they just king and queen it up. They're just heirs, I guess. I wonder if they work in the same way. I'm currently looking up a few Lithuanian facts so I can add to this. It's under Latvia.
Aren't you Aren't you a big fan of the first king of Lithuania, Mindaugas? I'm talking back 1200.
Mean Dongus?
Yeah, something like that. That's close enough.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Mindaugas.
Yeah, we're pretty tight. They joined the European Union on May 1st, 2004, which is pretty exciting.
That is.
Yeah, me and Joe Val like to hang out in Vilnius and just kind of,
In the capital, which is also the largest city.
yeah. You can tell we've really done our research here. Oh, Pope John Paul II's mother was of Lithuanian descent.
That's not that interesting, really.
Which ties everything together. All right, so that's our Lithuanian tribute, which we clearly had very well prepared. Speaking, we have a hard time pronouncing these names, so it's kind of difficult for us. But and speaking of Jonas, he's in our top 5 favorite Grizzlies of right now, I would say.
5 out of 12 or 15.
Yeah, he's in the starting 5. So So anyway, it's tough to pronounce these names, but I don't think anybody had a harder name pronouncing Jonas's name than.
I don't think anybody had a harder time than you pronouncing that sentence.
That's very true. But here's Charles Barkley pronouncing Jonas Valanciunas. Are you ready for this?
In the world, Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas. In the world, Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas.
It's not very good pronunciation. So I said, what are some other NBA players? And what we're going to do is, Coleman, I'm going to have you pronounce these names of.
I have not seen this.
Yeah, Coleman hasn't seen this at all. We're going to do some former professional basketball players from Lithuania. And the first one, we'll start off with something.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Very good. Now,
I still say Jonas, but.
I do too. I say Jonas all the time. But that's probably because Weezer. My name is Jonas.
Probably because it looks like Jonas.
It also looks like Jonas. All right. So this one, so they start off easy, and they'll get a little bit more difficult as we go.
They'll get progressive like the Lithuanian society.
Exactly. All right. So you got this one?
I'm going to say Pranas Lubinas. Lubinus.
Yeah, you nailed it. Lubinus. Pranas is correct too. Also known as Frank Lubin. So Frank Lubin went to UCLA. He's actually a Lithuanian American. It does
count.
It does count. And here's why.
I mean, I'm not a English American.
Yeah, but he's the godfather of Lithuanian basketball, is what they call it. He kind of made it popular in Lithuania, so give him credit for that.
I'll give him credit for that.
He went to UCLA. He actually, fun fact, so he was on the first Olympic NBA team and he played for the United States. So he won the first gold ever for the Olympics for the USA.
The father of Lithuanian basketball didn't play for his own country.
Yeah. Well, he didn't at the time because they were Soviet occupied or something.
As I already talked about.
Right, that you laid out for us in your facts, Lithuanian facts. So, and he also served in World War II. He served for the U.S. Army. So there's another fun fact, and that was Pronis Lubinus, a.k.a. Frank Lubin, played at UCLA. You can look him up. There's plenty of stuff on him. All right. So, and the reason this one is a little bit simpler is because you probably know him pretty well.
Arvydas, legend. Sabonis, of course.
That's right. NBA Hall of Famer. One of the greatest to play from Lithuania. And just to make sure, can you hear this?
Sabonis.
Can you hear that?
Oh, I heard it.
Arvydas Sabonis.
Arvydas Sabonis. So I looked up.
I'm pretty sure it's Arvydas.
Yeah, we can call it Arvydas, but they say Arvydas. Arvydas. Doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it does. No disrespect. It's very important. So when he was inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame, he's also in the FIBA Hall of Fame. He's one also very Googleable. But he was 7 feet 3 inches tall. At the time he was inducted. At the time when he was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, he was the tallest player to ever be inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame. Now, I have a little trivia for you, Coleman.
All right, put it on me.
Who is the tallest player that has been inducted into the National Basketball Association Hall of Fame?
It's not Diesel. I think he was, 7'2"?
That was my first.
I'll probably go with the Dream.
No. How tall was Hakeem the Dream?
I thought he was 7'3" or 7'4", but he may not be.
This person was 7'6", not from America.
Oh, Yao.
There you go, Yao Ming. That's right. Ding ding. Okay, there you go. That's Arvydas Sabonis, whose son is
D Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis. All right, here you go. Now it starts to get a little bit more tricky.
Arturius Kornisovas. Arturus Kornisovius. Sovas.
Is that your final?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
All right, so it's actually pronounced Arturus Kornisovas. Arturus Kornisovas. And if you don't have to take my word for it. Well, you do have to take my word for it. You do have to take my word for it. And all right, so he's still in the league. He just he was the Denver Nuggets general manager, and now he recently, the first week of April, he became the vice president of basketball operations for the Chicago Bulls. So there you go.
Good for him.
Very Googleable as well. All right, here we go. We're getting
this last one.
No, almost there.
I was actually about to bring him up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because you know how to pronounce his name, or
Sarunas Yasavikas.
It's pretty close. Sharunas Yasika V. Hold up. Sharunas Jasikavichus juice. I just butchered that. So I'm going to let this, I just so happen to have his pronunciation right here. All right, here we go.
Šarūnas Jasikevičius.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, kind of.
Šarūnas Jasikevičius.
Okay.
Let me
Let
me stop you right there, Chad.
go ahead. If you got some facts, go ahead.
No, well, I was bringing him up because if you recall, he was one of the candidates for the Grizz coaching job
That's right. Yep.
before, obviously, they went with Coach Jink. But he had a real. I remember looking up his offenses; it was crazy. I guess his style, and I thought that would be, if they wanted to keep Jonas, which obviously they did because they re-signed him, that he would be. I don't know how close he got.
Yeah.
But at one point he was kind of I don't say the front runner, but a finalist.
Yeah, I remember talking about him over. Was that this summer? I guess this past summer.
Before right.
Yeah, I remember talking about him.
I get. Yeah, he's still in Lithuania coaching.
And he is, and he coaches for the Lithuanian team, or I guess a Lithuanian team, maybe the national team, and then he coaches in a Euro League team, which I guess would be Lithuania. No, they got their own basketball league, the Lithuanian Lithuanian Basketball Association. All right, so this is my favorite of all the NBA, or I guess professional basketball associated famous Lithuanians.
I can get the first name, Egle. Middle name, I have no clue.
That's a maiden name.
And then Valanciunas is the last name.
Yeah. And I don't know if they, when they changed the name, I don't know. For some reason, I saw something that had a feminine version, and this was it. But so far, I'm shell-shocked at my false information I've been given based on my extensive research on Lithuanian facts. I don't know how to pronounce the middle name either. It's Agle Valanciunas, and I'm not sure how to pronounce her. I guess that would be her maiden name, I suppose. But anyway, that's Jonas's wife. So anyway, we can talk about her as much, or we can you can share your screen and we can go over her Instagram if you want to. She's a model, easy on the eyes.
She's not ugly. She looks like an attractive woman from Lithuanian should look.
Right. She looks like what one of the best
Not should look, but what you picture her to look like, I should say.
Yeah. And I would add that she looks like what you would think one of the greatest basketball players from Lithuania looks like, somebody that he would be associated with, right. if not married to, which he happens to be.
Right. At least romantically involved.
Right. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. All right, let's say you're a 7-foot Lithuanian making millions of dollars.
Hold on. I'm sorry. You kind of cut out. Let me check my connection here. All right. Run that back one time, Coleman. Sorry about that.
All right, let me ask you this. Let's say you're a 7-foot Lithuanian millionaire.
Am I 265 pounds?
Yeah, close to it, give or take. You're married to Agle.
Okay.
All right. your first life in, not life, but your first experiences, your biggest experiences in North America, you live in Toronto, which I've never been to Toronto, but massive city, the culture, global city. It's everything. It's a New York-esque.
It's Canada. Would you say it's Canada's New York?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would say that. I just did say that. And then all of a sudden you're in Memphis. Like, what's running through your head there?
So I'm Jonas Valanciunas.
You can be yourself.
Okay, I'm me, but I'm 7 feet tall.
You're just, that's the life you know.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you're on Madison Avenue in Memphis at the gas station.
Let me dive into. Let me get my mind. Let me get in the right mindset there. Okay. I'm thinking. First of all, Toronto is too spread out. I don't like this. This is the place for me right here on Madison Avenue in Memphis.
See, I'm not thinking that's. I'm thinking.
I don't think he probably was thinking that, but
I mean, he looks like
that's just me.
He looks like he enjoys a club. Like, let's get some music going, like a dance club.
Sure.
Let's get a bottle to the table.
I guess, yeah. He's living the high life for sure. I'd imagine.
I mean, where's he? There's no way he hangs out in Memphis.
You're probably right. You're probably right. I hadn't seen many photos of him just chilling at on Bill Street at New Daisy or something.
R.I.P. Like, is he going? Yeah. Like, is he grabbing a hot tamale and picking up a shirt at the souvenir shop?
He's over at what's that place called? The head shop down there on Bill. He's not in there buying a bubbler and like a witch's broom and a skull or nothing. I don't know what it has. It's been a while.
Probably some CBD oil for his joints.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just always wonder, NBA players. Like, I can see some guys. I could see Brandon Clark hitting up the Oak Court Mall.
Yeah.
Getting a hat over.
He's posting pictures on his Instagram walking his dog over there by the bluffs,
Yeah.
He's hanging out in Tom Lee Park. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I agree with that, but
did you have anywhere to go with that, or
I was just like,
you just want me to get in that mindset?
I mean, if I were in the NBA, or let's say I was not quite good enough to be in the NBA, and so I go play in Europe, and I'm playing in, I don't know, Madrid, then all of a sudden I get traded to, I don't know the equivalent.
I should have brushed up on Spain.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you're playing in Madrid, and all of a sudden you're playing in a town with a couple 100,000 people in England.
Yeah.
It's different.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's probably, I don't know. But I guess you probably roll with the punches, too, at the same time. Like, all right, this is what I'm doing now. He's 27, and he's probably getting it done somewhere,
Yeah, I don't know. Jonas, give us a call.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Holler at us. Let us know what you're up to, Jonas. Egley, Coleman single. I mean, I know you're not, but Coleman is. Egley. How to pronounce it right. Well, that's a pretty good tribute show.
I I don't know. Yeah, I think we did them justice.
Yeah. So, I'd like to personally thank everybody on both of our behalves for tuning in. We had a lot of great feedback after the last show.
And some not good feedback.
Yeah, I saw some comments, but we're not gonna shine light onto the negativity. What we like is good, positive energy. If you're not being positive,
You're negative.
you're being negative. That's right.
Give us a break, guys. We're just out here working hard.
That's right.
This feeds our families. This podcast.
So I'm going to let the Lithuanian National Anthem take us out, if you don't mind. Just soak it in. Please
send us an email. Send us an Instagram.
Yeah, hit us up on our Instagram. I'm pretty sure we have Twitter, email. We got all.
No, we don't have Twitter.
We don't? All right.
No.
We're going to have Twitter at some point. That's at Grizz Pawcast. GRIZZPAWCAST. I'm just going to let this play us out. Coleman, I'm proud of you.